Sorry, I couldn't get your question.
Yes, Shubham and Nancy are joining or not, will you know?
Just checking.
Cool, I'll start with this part. Perfect. All right. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to 63 of Bright Beginning Toastmasters Club. I'm Anshul Mishra and I'm going to be your Sergeant in Arms for today morning. The mission of a Toastmasters Club is to provide a supportive and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater self confidence and personal growth. To ensure this, please follow certain ground rules. Please ensure that all the cell phones are on silent or switched off mode. You have 10 seconds to check. Please speak responsibly about religion, sex, or politics in your speeches. Use the feature of raising a hand, applause, and thumbs up when needed. Don't use Zoom messaging in between the speeches until it's required. Until not required, please put yourself on mute during the meeting. If you're playing the role, no need to check whether you're audible or not. One of us will let you know if your sound is coming or breaking. Please make sure that all the role players have added role name as prefix and real name as suffix to the username of the meeting. You have 10 seconds to rename yourself if you haven't already done so. Now I'd like to hand over the stage to our ever passionate, ever evolving, someone who's really passionate about giving speeches, almost gives two speeches per day till date, and sends regular updates that he has written a new speech for 60 minutes, has recorded a new speech for 90 minutes, and is an inspiration to all of us. Like to hand over the stage to Toastmaster Aryan.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to meeting number 263 of Bright Beginning Toastmasters. So, we're joined by some interesting guests today, and I would like to begin by talking to them first. Hi, to be Toastmaster Dhirender, or are you a Toastmaster already?
Yeah, I am a guest. I have joined as a guest working with Bechtel.
Okay,
Got to know about this Toastmaster through Ashish Bansal.
okay,
So
nice.
this is my second meeting as a guest. One was last week at office only. So I was looking for the again. So he invited. Thank you, Ashish.
Thank you. And we also have to be Toastmaster Bhavani here.
Yeah, hi Aaron. Very good
Hi,
morning.
good
Yes,
morning.
how are you doing? Good morning to everyone. Hello. Yeah, am I audible?
Yes.
Okay, so this is actually my second round of discussion. So earlier I met with Aaron in person, the last meeting, which was conducted in a DLF park. Okay, so my experience was good there, and I'm keen to interested. I'm keen to interested learn more about this group and how it could be useful for my my career as well as my personal life, which can help me to like improve my communications skill or develop leadership skill. Okay, so that's all from my side. Thank you.
Thank you to be Toastmaster Bhavani. So today we have a round of two speakers who will be giving us incredible speeches today. We have an interesting theme planned by our very seasoned Toastmaster Vidhu, which is motherhood. She'll be bringing a new spin to the theme of motherhood, and I'm interested to see what is going to happen. With that, let's hand it over to the Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Vidhu.
Thank you, Toastmaster Aryan. Behind every successful woman is an exhausting, Good morning, my dear Toastmasters and guests. Welcome to today's meeting. And brace yourself because the theme today is something which is very powerful, very close to my heart, and slightly louder than life itself. It is about motherhood. Now, before the non mothers here start feeling that why we are talking about motherhood and may plan to zone out, I must tell you that this meeting is not about those sentimental lullaby feast, but it will be more about my journey from having a mother to becoming a mother. And let me tell you one thing, karma is real. And my 6-year-old daughter, in the entire day, call I think 43 times in the day, let it go. And then I feel, when I always listen this three words, let it go, I feel, oh yeah, karma is real. So let's rewind a bit and let me tell you about my mother, my OG mom boss. So my mom is kind of a woman who doesn't need a Google. She has that mom instinct. Like Sherlock Holmes, like whenever I came back home, I still recall she used to look at me like this. Where were you? And I used to tell I was in the class. And then only one word was sufficient enough to tell me this FBI surveillance was really good. Really? She has that mysterious mom powers. Like I still recall like when I used to have want to have something, I used to search it in the fridge and I could not find anything at all. And when I used to say, Mom, I'm starving and I want to have something, she would find something and make like a 3-course meal from that fridge where I could not even find even a single meal to have. Even like over dramatic sometimes. I was just recalling the time when I first told my mom that I want to sleep over. And then she was like, okay, I will do the packing for you. She did like entire bunch of like things like Dettol, like first aid kit and everything. I'm like, I'm going on a one night, like I'm going for a sleepover. I am not going for which I will need like a Vicks and a doll and a bandit and everything. So now I personally feel, and talking about now, let's going covering what
Usma Vidu, a
where
point
I
of
am
order. Your
trying.
internet is choppy, I believe. Your voice is breaking.
Oh, okay.
You want to try switching off your video and then switching on your video.
Okay, let me see. Is it better now?
Yeah, we can hear you
Maybe
clearly.
should I join my phone?
Yeah, phone might be better.
Hmm.
But in the interim, you can
Better. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
hand over the G to the G and then switch if that's okay with you.
Oh, yeah, okay, okay. All right. So, how my mother used to keep check on everything. Similarly, we have our G for today, Toastmaster Anshuman, the wise and ever prepared lead for the engage evaluation section to introduce his team of evaluators. So now I would like to call upon the so-called quality control department of our meeting. Over to you, Toastmaster Anshuman.
Thanks a lot, Toastmaster Vidu. And good morning, everyone. I am the general evaluator for today morning for the Bright Beginning Toastmaster meeting 263. As a general evaluator, my job will be to evaluate the meeting as a whole and how we played our individual roles. And I'm not alone in doing that. I have an amazing team which is going to help me out evaluate today's meeting. So we have two speech evaluators, starting with Toastmaster Aryan, who is going to evaluate the speaker number one, that is Toastmaster Gaurav, and it's going to be evaluator number two, which is Toastmaster Ved, who's going to evaluate Toastmaster Vineet. Not just that, we have an incredible tag team, as we fondly call it, the timer, our counter, and the grammarian. I'd like to invite them individually, one by one, to introduce their roles, starting with our newly announced area director, Toastmaster Ashish, who's also going to address us at the end of the meeting to share his role as a timer. Over to you, Toastmaster Ashish.
Thank you, Toastmaster Anshuman, for giving me this opportunity to join the club meeting. Uh, Welcome all the Toastmasters, fellow Toastmasters and guests. As timer, I'll be timing the formal speeches and the evaluations. I don't think so there's a table topic as I could not see. If it is there, I'll definitely do that as well. And I'll also alert each speaker of the time they've been left using a green, yellow, and red cards, which I'll be sharing at the end so that to confirm that everybody is able to see those. So the table topic speakers, if it is there, then it will be a 2 minute slot. 1 minute I'll raise a green card. 1 minute, 30 seconds I'll be raising a yellow card, and 2 minutes I'll be raising the red card. For the prepared speeches, it will be 5 minutes I'll be raising a green card. 6 minutes I'll be raising a yellow card, and 7 minutes I'll be raising a red card. Thank you. I'll be sharing I'll be sharing my screen for the cards which I'll be using. Just give me a minute. Just tell me if you are able to see my screen.
Yes.
Yeah, so I'll be using the green, yellow, and red for the timing card. Thank you. Over to you, Toastmaster Anshuman.
Thanks a lot, Toastmaster Ashish, for wonderfully explaining the role of a timer. Next, invite on the stage our counter, now no longer a new member, almost a tenured member in terms of joining the meetings, but now she's recently started taking up active roles. I'd like to invite on the stage Toastmaster Nancy to explain the counter.
Thank you, Toastmaster Anshuman. So, as a aha counter, my role would be to note down the sounds that are used as a filler words and by anyone who speaks. During the meeting, I'll be noting down the words like that are used during the meeting, and I'll also note down the words like like, but. Apart from that, I will listen to the words which that are repeating words in a particular line, and at the end of the report, at the end of the meeting, I will be presenting the report about the expression that are used by everyone in the meeting.
Thanks a lot,
You,
Toastmaster Nancy.
Anshuman. Yeah, back to Toastmaster.
Thanks a lot, Toastmaster Nancy. Last but not the least, I'd like to invite Toastmaster Shubham to share his role as the grammarian.
Good morning, Toastmaster. Um, Fellow Toastmasters and guests. As grammarian, it's my responsibility to pay close attention to all speakers, listen carefully to their language usage, and take notes of any misuse of the English language, as well as any outstanding words, sayings, quotes, or thoughts. As grammarian, it's my duty to introduce the word of the day. So for today's meeting, the word is nurture, which means to care for or encourage the growth or development of someone or something. I would like to repeat the word is nurture, which means to care for and encourage the growth or development of someone or something. An example of using this word will be mother tirelessly nurture their children, shaping their futures with love and patience. Additionally, I'd like to introduce the idiom of the day. apple of her eye, which means someone who is very precious and cherished. I would like to repeat apple of her eye, which means someone who is very precious and cherished. For example, a daughter is truly the apple of her eye. She always speaks about her so much pride. Or each speaker is encouraged to use the word of the day and idiom of the day. Thanks. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
The general evaluator. Thanks a lot, Toastmaster Shubham. And I hope we nurture our Toastmaster skills today morning with full fervor and have an amazing meeting. And to take forward that amazing meeting, we have Toastmaster Vidhu as a Toastmaster today. Over to you, Toastmaster Vidhu, to take forward the proceedings. I'll be coming at the end of the meeting to share my report and also the table topic evaluation. So I look forward to amazing table topics from all of you. Over to you, Toastmaster Vidhu.
Thank you, Toastmaster Anshuman. I want to tell you how it feels like a mom to a 5-year-old negotiator. Fast forward to today, I have a 5-year-old daughter, and let me tell you politely that she's just like me, but with Wi Fi and sassiness. Her daily logics is astounding. I still recall last week I asked her to sleep around 9 p.m. And I tell her that, Prisha, it's bedtime, you should sleep. And she was like, Mom, but my soul is not feeling like sleepy. Her negotiation skills, let me tell you, it's like I am talking to a corporate lawyer. Every time I tell her that have vegetables, she tell me that, okay, if I have 3 bites of broccolis, I should have 2 chocolates because broccoli is so gross and chocolates are so delicious. And those logics and the way she roll her eyes on me like this, I always have this flashback from my childhood, and I feel like calling my mom and apologizing for everything I did with her. She made me feel, Anshuman, am I audible?
You're perfectly audible.
Okay. She made me appreciate how mothers aren't born, but they are built. They are built through those late night food requests, those multitasking activities like asking to attend the PTM, to make the food, to dress themselves at the same point, or maybe asking weird questions when you are on office calls. The cycle is, I feel, now complete. I also have started putting amla in the sabji, so I feel the cycle is really complete. Wow. Once I was telling my 5-year-old daughter a bedtime story, and halfway through, she stops me and says, "Can we add a elephant who also want to go to the space with me in the space shuttle?" And so now I am improvising the story where elephant is also going in the space with her. And that's what motherhood does. It forces creativity under pressure. Just like our first speaker who's about to deliver his speech under the spotlight, please welcome our Toastmaster Gaurav with his level 4 project report on a report of Toastmasters project
Toastma with a point of
and
order. With first,
evaluation.
yes.
Yeah, I'll be calling out. Who will be evaluated by Toastmaster Harsh? Toastmaster Harsh, over to you. Yeah,
Toastma Aryan is going to be.
Aryan.
I
Okay.
was not able.
Toastmaster. Okay. Toastmaster Aryan. Toastmaster Aryan, over to you. And I personally feel that evaluation is more like moms having a list of things which we did wrong, and whenever there's a relative come at our place, she know when to say all of it. So we have our Toastmaster Aryan today, who will be doing the evaluation for our speaker, Toastmaster Gaurav. Over to you, Toastmaster Aryan.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day. I'll be the evaluator for Toastmaster Gaurav today. He's delivering his level 4 speech. I will be evaluating it as a technical speech, and I'm excited to see what happens. I'm going to be gauging his content, his vocal variety, and the way he uses his stage as well. Back to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Aryan. So Toastmaster Gaurav is delivering his level 4 speech. Title of the speech is Report of Toastmasters Project. Report of Toastmasters Project. Over to you, Toastmaster Gaurav.
Thank you, Toastmaster Vidhu. Let me begin this report with one small story. Years ago, in a quiet village, two brothers lived on a opposite side of a river. A bitter misunderstanding had torn them apart, and they stopped speaking with each other. One day, a traveling carpenter came to that village for seeking work, and one of the brothers hired him to make fence so that he cannot see the face of other brother. But instead, he built a bridge. Next day, when other brother saw it, his heart softened. He crossed the bridge and he embraced his sibling and said, "Thank you, brother, for building the bridge. I did not know what I needed." The carpenter smiled and replied, "That's what I do. I build the bridges." In this new Toastmaster year, I invite you to be a bridge builder between EC members, between members and the guests, and between clubs and the outside community. Years ago, when I started my PQD term, I planned to make a bridge between members and their DTM award. Every year, we used to achieve 2 to 3 DTM award in a year, but we made plan that this year we will achieve 11 DTM awards in our district, one DTM award for per division. Before moving forward, I would like to share what is DTM award and how you can achieve it. Distinguished Toastmaster Award is the highest recognition for an individual member in a Toastmaster year. It reflects your outstanding commitment for your leadership and communication skills. And for achieving this award, there are 6 criteria that you will have to fulfill. First criteria is that you have to finish at least 2 paths in Pathways educational program. Second, you will have to serve 12 months as a club officer, just like as Aryan is serving as a president. Third criteria is that you will have to support one club as a mentor for at least 6 months. Fourth criteria is that you will have to support one new club for 6 months as a mentor. And fifth criteria is you will have to serve district as a district officer, just like as Sonak. Sonak has recently started area director term, or Toastmaster Assis. Toastmaster Assis has recently started area director term for this year. And sixth criteria is that you will have to finish your DTM project in Pathways educational program. And to achieve this, what we did, we sit together along with our PQD team and we made one plan and we divided our plan into 3 parts. First one is goal setting, second is execution, and third one is follow up. As you all know, goal setting is very important, and we decided one goal, and we planned that we will achieve one DTM award per division. Then after that, coming to the execution phase, we divided this execution phase into the 5 parts. First one is awareness. Second is to spread this word. Third one is bringing all these members to one platform. Fourth is recognition of these members. And fifth is collaboration. As you all know, this awareness is very important. Then what we did, we took help from PR team. We prepared one poster and post. And in this post, we described what are the benefits of achieving Distinguished Toastmaster Award and how you can achieve it so that we can nurture our members about DTM project. Then now coming to the second point, how we identify these members. For that, we took help from area directors, division directors, district officers, and most important thing is we took help from dashboards. And we identified around 25 to 30 members who have already completed one path, or they have already completed two paths, but they are missing one sponsor credit or mentor credit. And we prepared one list. Now coming to the third important thing, to bring all these members on a one single platform. For that, what we did, we created one WhatsApp group and we added all these members in that group so that we can nurture these members, we can help these members, and we can communicate well. Now coming to the fourth important thing is recognition. Recognition play important role in our any of project. Then on regular basis, we prepared one congratulation poster and we shared these posters along with these members so that we can recognize the members who have already achieved, and we can also recognize and motivate the members who are planning to achieve their DTM goal. Fifth and last important thing is that collaboration. We collaborated with the DOs and clubs, and so that we can communicate to each and every member. Now coming to the third point, that is regarding the follow-ups. As you all know, follow-up is very important so that we can track all these members, and we can remind these members so that they will not deviate from their path. And for that, what we did, we created one Excel sheet, and we list down all these members and their criteria, how many criteria they have achieved and what are the pending criteria, so that we can remind these members on regular interval. And with the help of this, what we did, we achieved 12 DTM by end of the year. Dear friends and members, these goals are not the checklist. These goals are commitment to ourselves, commitment to our members, and commitment to our clubs. So I request you to set clear, bold, genuine, and feasible goal for our members and ourselves. Each goal you set, the each member you mentor, the each problem you overcome, these all are part of building the bridge between potential and achievement, between members and their dream, between where we are meant to be. Set your goal for having a lasting impact on the members, because at the end of the day, it matters how many lives we have touched and how many bridges we build along with the members. Thank you, and over to you, Toastmaster Vidhu.
Thank you, Toastmaster Gaurav. That was quite a moving speech and helped me realize that why is it so important to have our goals at the start of the year. So, point noted, and we'll take care of it to have the goals, and we'll try to have a bigger community and help as many lives as we can through this journey. One day I was just hiding myself in the bathroom, just trying to eat a chocolate bar in peace. How it is, when we have kids and we have chocolates in the fridge, you have to be in the bathroom to have it. Suddenly, there's knocking on the door. Mom, are you pooping or are you eating my chocolate? Honestly, the level of this kind of vigilance I don't like. It should be like an illegal. But enough about this, my sugar crisis. We have a very interesting speech coming up by our Toastmaster Vineet. The speech title is Impact of Criticism, and I would let the evaluator Toastmaster Ved to take over. Over to you, Toastmaster Ved.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day. Toastmaster Vineet is delivering the level 1 project 2 speech. And about this speech is the member will deliver a well-organized speech on any topic and incorporate feedback received from their previous speech evaluation. The member may choose to present the same speech, revision of the first evaluation and feedback speech, or any new speech. Timer, please note the time will be 5 to 7 minutes. I wish the speaker all the best. Over to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ved. I now call upon Toastmaster Vineet to deliver his speech, Impact of Criticism. Impact of Criticism, Toastmaster Vineet.
Thank you, Toastmaster Vidhu. Techmaster, could you please confirm if audio and visual is fine?
Yes,
I'm
Yes.
joining
you're
you
audible
through.
and visible. Please go ahead.
Thank you. Good morning, Toastmasters. Today's topic is very interesting and very sensitive. Don't worry, I'm not going to break the rules of the club. It is sensitive because we all have faced and witnessed this again and again in our life. Not just we, the people around us, they have also faced this and witnessed this sometimes because of us as well. Confused? Yes? No? Yes, you are. Before breaking this down, let me ask you a very simple question. Have you ever been told you look tired, and that too after right 10 hours of solid sleep? Yes? Then congratulations. You have been lovingly criticized. Criticized by someone who loves you. Now think about your bosses, your colleagues, your friends, your relatives, and your mother-in-law. Please don't tell this to my wife, otherwise this will be my last appearance on the talk Toastmaster. So criticism is everywhere. The fact is criticism is everywhere, and sometimes it is gentle, but sometimes it hits you like a slap from a wet towel. I used to think criticism was something to avoid. Today, I believe it is the often very thing that pushes you to grow. Now, let me take you back to the point where this belief of mine has started. It was my first job. I was very young, eager, extremely excited, but underqualified for any technical work. So one day in a meeting, my boss called me in front of other colleagues and pointed out and said, Vineet, you don't even know VBA? It's a coding stuff. How are you supposed to automate things? Now, I was asking this to myself internally at that moment. Am I supposed to know VBA? It was not a technical rule. So, whatever was his expectation, but that criticism in front of everyone hurted me. Now, some people would take that as a destructive criticism because it was embarrassing, it was public, and it was belittling. And honestly, for a moment and for a few hours, I did feel that. But then I made a choice. I made a choice that instead of sulking the entire day, I went home that evening and opened Google and searched Excel VBA for beginners. And thanks to that writer, I found a book which became my Netflix for the next 7 days. Fast forward 7 days, I had the working automated tool, which I delivered to that same boss. And the next day, the boss who called me out called me in and said, Vinith, that's very impressive. Well done. How did you do it? Now, how would he understand how did I do it? I didn't say anything. I just filled with proud and didn't say and just respond and nodded. Yeah, yeah, it was very easy for me. And thank you for the appreciation. That week taught me something which I will never forget. Criticism can break you or build you. Choice is yours. And I realized it is a gift which is wrapped in sandpaper. It is rough. Yes, it is rough, but unpleasant. But if we open it with care, it has the capacity to polish you. Let's be honest, criticism is everywhere, right? If you post a photo on your any social media, Instagram, any social media platform or WhatsApp, people will comment, nice photo, but the background is not that good. If you cook a food, anyone will try to find a fault in that. If any wife is cooking food for his husband would say, my mother used to cook food better than this. Even at Toastmaster, we are not spared, let me tell you. At the end of the speech, your evaluator will come and say, amazing speech, amazing energy, but you need to work on your gesture, poses, eye contact, pace, grammar, and stand still. Thank you. So basically, everything I need to work upon that. Why today I'm talking about this? Recently, I have observed that the new generation, they are not able to take pressure. And in the era of the AI, where everybody is expected to deliver more, expected to be productive the most, this generation is hardly able to take even a smallest of the pressure. And I've observed this instances, multiple instances in my organization, different teams, where individuals are just leaving because of the slightest of the pressure. So I want to give this a message to all the people out there who have just started their journey. I want to tell them criticism are two types. One that is destructive criticism, which actually targets you, not your work. The one which comes from the person who just want to rant out his frustration, and it drains you. You just need to ignore it and outgrow it. On the other hand, the second one is constructive criticism, and it comes from someone who loves you, who wants you to grow, and he will always say that, yes, you can do it. I know you can do it. I know there are struggles. You can do it. That feedback also hurts, but it helps. So, what are the strategies to handle this criticism? There are very simple strategies to handle the criticism. Three simple steps which I learned over the years. First and foremost, pause, don't panic. Our first instinct is to defend. Instead, breathe. Sometimes silence is smarter than snapping. Second, filter the feedback. Ask, is this coming from someone who wants you to grow? Or is just someone renting out his busy day frustration? Third, and the most critical one, say thank you. Even that feedback stings, because acknowledging feedback doesn't make you weak, it makes you wise. So, my fellow Toastmaster, I started this journey thinking criticism was my enemy, but today I know it was my secret mentor all along. It called out my gaps, it lit a fire in me, and sometimes it hurts. But remember, just like turns a coal into diamond, criticism, if handled rightly, can reveal brilliance. So next time, if someone throws that sandpaper wrap gift, don't block it, don't throw it, just unwrap it carefully, learn from it, and shine through it. Thank you. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Vineet. It was full of energy, full of wisdom, and I'm sure everybody here, bosses, will be very happy with this because now we will start maybe considering criticism in a completely different way. So, thank you for bringing this subject today. We have soon to be Toastmaster Yukti with us. She's a guest. She has joined here. Yukti, would you like to just unmute yourself and introduce to the members here? Yukta, sorry. Soon to be Toastmaster Yukta.
Yes. Hello.
Hello. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Can you repeat?
Hi, Yukta. So
Yes.
would you
Hello.
like to introduce yourself to everybody here?
Okay. Good morning, everyone. I am Yukta, and I am a member of Central Delhi Toastmaster Club. I
Okay.
joined this meeting just for the exposure, and I think I have joined earlier as well once. So this is my second time joining this meeting. Thank you.
Okay. Nice to know. So we have a very interesting section coming up now, which is our table topic section. It's like on the spot parenting of Toastmasters. Like my daughter always asks those random questions. Why is the sky blue? Can I marry it with my soya soft toy? Where the babies come from? And all of these questions in the middle of when I'm doing the most focused thing, which is applying my eyeliner. Well, the table topic is exactly that kind of mental pressure. answering those absurd but brilliant questions in real time without no warning. So let's welcome our table topic master, table topic Aryan, who will now throw us into these very beautiful, unpredictable chaos, just like motherhood. Over to you, Toastmaster Aryan, for the table topic section.
Thank you, Toastmaster Vidu. Today we have some very interesting table topics planned where we will throw you into the chaos. And later on, Toastmaster Anshuman will criticize you to teach you everything you did wrong, that your vocal variety was bad, body language was bad, you didn't know what you were talking about, you didn't know the topic, and that's how we will get our table topic evaluated as well. Now, who is prepared for this chaos? Who would like to take on the first table topic? Anybody? Any volunteers?
Toastmaster Ashish.
Okay, Toastmaster Ashish, are you ready?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, somebody please time me.
I'll time you. All right. Toastmaster Ashish. Without mothers, the world would feel like an empty place. Without mothers, the world would feel like an empty place. Toastmaster Ashish.
Good morning, fellow Toastmasters. When we talk about mothers, it's all about love, care, affection, and it is something which we need to grow in our younger years, definitely. And when we grow old, or rather, never old for a mother, we are always a kid. We always keep figuring out like somebody should be there to take care of us. Somebody should be there who is at the background, who is thinking of us that we do not do anything wrong. So I feel that a mother is very much important for each and every individual for filling that gap of, uh, and otherwise it will be a vacant world. Let me give you an example. A small child, like Toastmaster Vidu said, is asking so many questions, and the mother is somebody who is always around the child, and she is the only one who can actually support, or rather give the responses to the instant queries which a child is getting. So you have to have somebody who is around, who is able to help you out in all those small queries which in the outside world the child won't be knowing. So I personally feel uh, a mother is very important to fill that gap. Over to you, Toastmaster Arjan. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ashish. It is time for the next table topic. By the way, I loved the emotionality of your table topic. Who would like to volunteer for the next table topic? To be Toastmaster Bhavani, would you like to take it up?
Yeah, sure, sure. I will try my best. Sure.
Of course. To be Toastmaster Bhavani, life doesn't come with a manual, it comes with a mother. Life doesn't come with a manual, it comes with a mother. To be Toastmaster Bhavani.
Sure. So, good morning to everyone. Manual. It comes with a mother. Why? Because mother is our first teacher who teaches us each and everything in our life, like what you want to do in your life. If you want to do a good education, so she supports you in terms of well-educated people you have to become in your society. And if I talk about second point, like mother, she is always your first mentor who teaches you like what you have to do in your life and what you want to become. And third one, if I say, mother is a mother, she is the first person who loves their child a lot. Okay, in terms of like in terms of, if their child did something bad, so she supports you and she guides them on. So that's my point of view on it. Hello.
Yeah. Thank you,
Am I audible?
Toastmaster Bhavani. Yes, yes.
Sure. Okay, sure. And if I talk about like life, so first we need to understand like what we are, like how much life we have. So if we talk about as a present era, so our food quality is not that much great, and uh, people towards people are tend to do a lot of bad things in their life. Okay, and they are not that much curious to do something effective task. Okay, so in this case what we want someone who can tell us what should be good for you and what should be bad for you, so that would be your mother, who teaches you, because she is the first person who knows you, who knows you about you, like what kind of personality you have, what sorts of habits you have. So in a nutshell, she helps you to become a better personality, and she helps you to overcome whatever the bad habits you have. So that's like another point of view what I got from my mother. Okay, so that's all about this topic. So every if you like, life does not run through manually. If you want to like be a better person in your life, and if you want someone who can do something good in your life, you want a mentor. So that mentor would be your mom. Okay, she helps you a lot to improve yourself. To She is a kind of guideline. She is a kind of like light for you, who can show you the good way where you can walk on it, those paths.
Thank you to Toastmaster Bhavani.
Okay. Yeah, thank you so much everyone for
Thank you.
giving me this opportunity.
You use your hands very well whenever you're speaking, I notice.
Yes, thank you so much.
All right. Let's move on to the next table topic speaker. Who would like to come up? To be Toastmaster Yukta would like to take up a table topic. Or to be Toastmaster Dhirender.
Okay, I'll take that.
Yes, okay. Would you be able to turn on your camera? If not, that's fine as well. But if possible.
Just give me 1 minute.
Sure, then I'll come back to you. Anybody else who would like to take up a table topic first?
Yeah, I can.
So I'll give you the next one to be Toastmaster Yukta.
Okay.
To be Toastmaster Dhirender. A mother teaches you more by how she lives than by what she says. A mother teaches you more by how she lives than by what she says. Toastmaster, to be Toastmaster Dhirender.
Can you repeat the topic? Sorry.
To be Toastmaster Dhirender. A mother teaches you more by how she lives than by what she says. A mother teaches you more by how she lives than by what she says. To be Toastmaster.
Yeah. Good morning, all. Uh, Mother, when we talk about mother, we start our journey from the only guidance of mother. We get a lot of learning by her guidance, and throughout the life, the teaching which we get is very useful, and if we follow that, definitely we always get some success on that. When mother leaves us, definitely we feel alone in the world, because when we came to the world, she was the first with you, and the teaching which she gave, we feel that who will teach now when she is not with you in the life. So the journey with the mother and the journey without mother is really a very sometimes painful. But we have to come out with those situation, because this is the God life cycle. So definitely, I will conclude that the teaching which you get from the mother is very very important and useful in your life, and That's all.
All right. Thank you to be Toastmaster Dhirender. Let's move on to the next one. To be Toastmaster Yukta, are you ready? To be Toastmaster Yukta, can you hear me? All right, she might be having some technical issues. Toastmaster Anshuman, would you like a topic? Toastmaster Nancy, anybody?
Of course, I will like it also
All right, great.
or not.
Okay, so would you like an easy topic or a challenging topic?
Very, very challenging.
Very,
The
very
hardest
challenging.
topic you've ever given.
Exactly what I had in mind. Toastmaster Anshuman, if you became a mother tomorrow, what would you learn? If you became a mother tomorrow, what would you learn? Toastmaster Anshuman.
Being a mother is the ultimate form of caring, sacrifice, and leadership to one or two or three individuals through your entire lifetime. The role of a father is important, but mother being the birth giver to the child has a sort of connection, a biological connection which can't be replaced throughout lifetime, and that also is corresponded by the natural character of care, sacrifice, intent to see the child joyful, happy, growing, having the best of the best resources throughout lifetime. So if I had to be a mother, if hypothetically, if I became a mother tomorrow, I would be of so much immense uh, sacrificial and caregiving to my child, all because of the love and empathy I'll have for the child, to see that the best of the child is there. And I would like to be there for the child unconditionally in whatever situations that are practical. For example, if the child wants to become a cricketer, I, as a mother, will ensure that the child has best of the resources. I love to take him or her to the right coaching places, coaching centers, to get the best of uh, coaching and grow as a cricketer to whatever level that the child requires. So, for if I had to be a mother tomorrow, I'll have immense love, care, sacrifice, empathy for my child to become the best possible version of him or herself. Thank you. Over to you, Toastmaster Aryan.
Thank you, Toastmaster Anshuman. As always, I like giving you very challenging topics to have fun. Anybody else who would like the next table topic? Toastmaster Nancy, to be Toastmaster Yukta.
Toastmaster, you can just choose. You don't have to ask. You can choose in
All
all
right.
your shoulders.
Yeah, Aryan.
Okay, Toastmaster Nancy. To Toastmaster Nancy, God could not be everywhere, and therefore he made mothers. God could not be everywhere, and therefore he made Toastmaster Nancy.
Thank you, Toastmaster Aaron. God cannot be everywhere, so he made mothers. So, if I talk about mother, I mean, whatever we ask for, she tries her best to provide. Like Anshuman mentioned, that if there is anything that child asks for, like if I talk about my daughter, she's keen to learn badminton. I go everywhere in Gurgaon to search for the best academies so that she can learn. Even during my busiest schedules, I make time for her so that she goes to the academies. Whichever academy she likes, I go there with her. It I mean, this is uh, currently she is pursuing badminton, but earlier when she was interested in chess, so I chose many academies wherein she goes to chess and she can learn. So it is all about whenever a kid asks for something, mother tries her best to provide. And I mean, like the way you mentioned that God cannot be everywhere, so he made mothers, so that is a role that every mother plays. Back to Toastmaster Aryan.
Thank you, Toastmaster Nancy. And now we have Toastmaster Shubham. Would you like a table topic?
Hi, Toastmaster Arjun. Yeah, sure.
Toastmaster, Toastmaster Shubham. Nothing scares me except my mom's stare. Nothing scares me except my mom's stare. Toastmaster Shubham.
Thank you, Toastmaster Aryan, for such a great topic. Nothing scares me except my mother's chair. So, why do my mother stare at me and when? I mean, she is very calm and loving mother. But there was a time when she stares at me and when I actually do something that irritates her or annoys her. I mean, but why I used to do that? I was an innocent child who doesn't know what are the things that annoys my mother. I remember a time when actually I was a small kid and I was actually watching my TV, the show that I like, the anime Naruto. I was getting so cozy while watching it. I was actually like from sitting, I went to in the sleeping posture and watching that. My mother actually had a specs. So she came into the room and she noticed me. I was like laying on my bed and watching the TV. She says me, "Is this how I taught you to look at the TV? I mean, do you want to get a specs on you? Do you know how much hard it is to carry those specs and looking all the stuff? Do you want your eyes to get weak?" I was like, I don't know what's the stuff. I mean, what respects? I know you wears it. It's the TV, watching TV, make it to like wear the specs. I mean, I'm just watching it. I'm actually tired. She's like, you better get up and then watch it, or I'll switch off the TV. So I was like, okay. That was one of the time when actually I got very scared because she was actually about to like hang me from watching the TV for like whole week. So yeah, over to you, Toastmaster Arvind.
Thank you for that, Toastmaster Shubham. Toastmaster Gaurav, would you like a table topic?
Yes.
Toastmaster Gaurav, what is one habit you got from your mom? What is one habit you got from your mom, Toastmaster Gaurav?
Thank you, Aryan, for giving me this wonderful topic. Mother is mother is just not like a son who give rays only in the morning. Mother, for me, it's like a blanket who remains along with me the entire night. I learned so many new things from my mother only. As Ansuman said, mother is something special. I learned so many new things from my father as well, but I learned most of the things from my mother, like this listening. Uh, I speak less, and I listen most of the time. I listen. I speak less, and this habit I got from my mother only because she is very calm, humble, and she speaks whenever it is required. Next quality is humble. She is very humble and polite, and I'm also humble, and I got this quality from my mom only. I'm this totally different from my father. My father is he is very vocal, and he is a connecting person. He makes good friends, and he is very social. But I am opposite to that. I'm just like as my mother. Most of the time she remain in home only, and she focus on the my brother and my sisters, and she wants to give each and everything to my the siblings and me. Then these are the qualities that I got from my mother: this kindness, humble, politeness, and caring. Yeah, over to Toastmaster Aryan.
Thank you, Toastmaster Gaurav. I think we have time for one last table topic. Toastmaster Ved, I don't think you've given a table topic. Would you like one?
Sure.
All right. Toastmaster Ved, nothing is truly lost until my mom looks and confirms. Nothing is truly lost until my mom looks and confirms. Toastmaster Ved.
As a child, and even when we play a lot, we go out as we grow older. And one thing that is there, that whenever you need to find something and you find out that thing that you put it there, it's not there. And you keep keep reflecting that why you always forget, or why you don't find the things in the place that you keep, or why do you forget? Then the one solution that comes to my mind is that give that thing to your mother. If anything you want to keep it permanently, and you give it to your mother, and whenever you need it, she will remember instantly. Even with my mother, even she always keeps my things in wherever she finds. She put it in a place that it might be relevant to me. And many times it happens that she kept the irrelevant things for me as well, because just she thought that it might be relevant for me. And so regularly, and sometimes I look at the things that and she shows me this is relevant to you or not. Then I share that this thing is important, this is not. And she always keeps them at a safe place. And whenever I try to do it on my side, I found out that I'm not good at it. So whenever something important is there to keep, I either give it to my mother or tell her that this is a thing that I want to keep at a place where I can find it easily. And if you think about that, why she does have so much memory, and she remembers, because she has whole the house in her mind. She knows exactly which thing is placed in which place, and where you can find that. And so, yeah, what you said, that the mother always knows things where they are. And yeah, over to you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Ved. Thank you so much, all of you, for some lovely table topics. And with that, I would like to hand it over back to our Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Vidhu.
Thank you, Toastmaster Aryan. As we enter our next section, which is evaluation section, I am reminded of the time when I tried to help my daughter with her drawing. She said, Mama, you colored outside the lines. You're not very good at this, na? And I'm like, why are you judging me? I mean, I am being judged by someone who eats Play Doh. But hey, feedback helps us grow, as a Toastmaster talked about the criticism. even when it's savage and delivered by a toddler, but you sometimes learn from those feedbacks. Similarly, our evaluators will lovingly point out how we can improve with fewer tantrums and hopefully no play-doh. Let's hand it over for our next section to Toastmaster Anshuman and his team of super evaluators, the quality control department of our today's meeting. Over to you, Toastmaster Anshuman.
Thanks a lot, Toastmaster Vidhu, for that enlightening theme and an amazing meeting. And to evaluate the meeting, we'll start with the speech evaluations. We have the first speech evaluator, which is our presiding officer, Toastmaster Aryan. Over to you, Toastmaster Aryan.
Thank you, Toastmaster Anshuman. Timer, please note the evaluations are timed 2 to 3 minutes. So today, my target speaker gave us a great story, a very personal story, and then went on to tell us about how he bridged different Toastmasters, different clubs, different areas and divisions to help them bring forward their district. He told us about how he led the district, how he helped people grow, how he touched so many people. And so I want to recommend to you and commend many of the things that you have done very well in today's speech, Toastmaster Gaurav. One thing that I loved was that you straight away jumped into a story. You straight away went into the story without giving me any context of what you're going to talk about. I was instantly intrigued. What is he going to say? Where is this going? What is he trying to tell us? You very smoothly segued that story of the carpenter and put it into a bridge. You talked about the importance of the bridge, and then you bridged it to Toastmasters as a whole. You talked about your journey in the PQD, you talked about your journey as you helped the district grow and as you today have become district director. I loved how you talked about the different challenges, the different actions that you have had to take as a team and as a leader to help the district grow as a whole. Now, if I had to slightly change a few things in the speech, I would recommend these things. One thing is that I was not able to gain the initial context of the story. As before I could even digest that the stage has been handed over to you, it felt like you began your speech. So for your future speeches, I would want you to, as soon as you get the stage, look around and just stay there silent for a second and look at the camera while you wait for people to tune in that yes, he's about to begin his speech. I felt like the beginning context was lacking for me because I missed the first one and a half sentence of your story. That is one thing that made me feel like I'm out of place here. You talked very well about the challenges you faced as a district director, as a leader, but I slightly felt that the context of it all was missing. You could have tied it all together by saying that just imagine there is 1,600, 3,200 members in one district that are doing Toastmasters, taking up district officer roles, all out of volunteering. They're not being paid for it, they're not being compensated for it. How do you make volunteers motivated toward the growth of fellow members? You can tie it together by talking about leadership, about how you motivate people, about how you showed your district officers why they should work on growth in the first place. And especially as you talked about challenges, as you talked about growth, you could have talked about how the goals that you set were motivating to the people that were trying to achieve them. Overall, it was a lovely speech. The story was very good, and the personal anecdote that you brought to it really tied it all together. But I want to give you the recommendation of tying it all together with a central theme. Back to you, General Evaluator.
Thanks a lot, Toastmaster Aryan, for the wonderful evaluation. Next, I'd like to invite Toastmaster Ved to evaluate Toastmaster Vinny's speech. Over to you, Toastmaster Ved.
Thank you, General Evaluator. Toastmaster Vinit, you have delivered your speech and you met the speech objectives. And if I have to pick the core highlight from your speech, is the content for me. It was very well structured very well written, and uh, it was very well organized. Your transitions were seamless as well, and your start and the moment that you started, like it hooked me on this speech, and that engagement you kept throughout that speech, and it had a very powerful message for the audience. You have included your personal story and gave the example of it. And when I talk about the content, I found you had used good uses of vocabulary throughout the speech, like sulking, hand you a sandpaper wrapped in a gift, ranting out, lit a fire in me. So kudos for that. Very well job done on that. Now next, let's talk about the delivery aspect of your speech. You have used gestures throughout. You were looking at the camera, and you have used vocal variety to a bit extent as well. So very well done on that for using them and gestures. And now, if we have to talk about recommendation, every speech had a scope of improvement. And one key recommendation from me is that you can try engaging the audience more. Although when you started, you asked question to the audience, but you instantly like carried on with the reply. Maybe one thing you could do is ask the audience, ask someone in the audience, let them reply, and then your introduction will be more, and you can deliver the message straight to the point. That you can try. And another thing, maybe you shared one instance that when manager told you that you don't know VB and stuff. One thing you could try is that show the emotions you have felt at that time. So you can try doing that. And uh, so uh, another one small suggestion that can quickly, improve. What I found out that your camera position was not straight, like it was not very well placed. You were not in the middle of the sea. And so I was not able to observe the full gestures for your hands. So you can try improving that. Overall, it was a great speech. I liked the content. You had a very good delivery. Just work on some engagement part and try to show emotions uh, through your facial expression and something like that. Your speech will end up in a high note. Uh, that's uh, that's it for me. I wish you all the best for the future speeches. Now back to the general evaluator.
Thanks a lot, Toastmaster Ved. Before I move on to table topic evaluations, I'd like to invite the timer, our counter, and the grammarian, the tag team, to share the reports. Over to you. The timer of the day, Toastmaster Ashish, to share your report.
Thank you, General Evaluator, Toastmaster Anshuman. Uh, for speech one, which was by DTM Gaurav Chaudhary, that has taken 7 minutes 13 seconds. Speech two, Toastmaster Vineet, he has taken 7 minutes 32 seconds. That 2 seconds grace if uh, president of the club and the VP head allows, I think we can keep it as eligible one. For table topic one, for Ashish Bansal, I think Aryan, you can just advise the timing.
1 minute 35 seconds.
Okay. And table topic two, Toastmaster Bhavani, the first speech went up to 56 seconds, then there was a pause of 15 seconds, and then it started and went for another 2 minutes. So the overall timing was 2 minutes 56 seconds. So that I think won't be qualified for the table topic speech. Third speech was for the guest Dhiren Sachan, and that was for 1 minute 33 seconds. Table topic number 4 was for Toastmaster Anshuman, that was 2 minutes 9 seconds. Toastmaster Nancy, to 1 minute 6 seconds. Toastmaster Shubham, 1 minute 58 seconds. Toastmaster Gaurav, 1 minute 55 seconds. Toastmaster Ved, 2 minutes 28 seconds. For speech one evaluation, Toastmaster Aryan, 3 minutes 25 seconds. And speech two evaluation by Toastmaster Ved, 3 minutes 29 seconds. I think all of them are just before the margin through classes. Thank you. Over to you,
Thanks a lot,
Toastmaster Aryan. Yeah.
Thanks a lot, Toastmaster Ashish, for the comprehensive report. Now I'd like to invite Toastmaster Nancy to share her account report. Over to you, Toastmaster Nancy.
Thank you, General Evaluator, Toastmaster Anshuman. Starting with Toastmaster Vidhu. 2 hours, one and there were three repeat words which I forgot to note it down. And for Vineet, I could not find any R's, ums, or repeated words. It was perfect speech. For Ved, there were 5 R's. For Toastmaster Ashish, there were 4 R's. Bhavani, uh, the word she repeats in a single line, like 2 times he used repeat words people, knows 2 times, nutshell 2 times, as 2 times. Dhirendra, there were 5 R's. Useful word which was used by Dhirendra, it was 2 times. Anshuman mentioned as 2 times. Shubham, like, multiple times. I mean 3 times in a single line. 2 hours. I am 2 times in a single line. For Toastmaster Gaurav, there was 1 hour. I in a single line, there was 2 times he used. My, he used 2 times. For Toastmaster Ved, there were 5 hours. And usage of end was multiple times in multiple lines. So for Aryan, it was perfect. I could not find anything. As So that's my report. Back to General Evaluator Toastmaster Anshuman.
Thanks a lot, Toastmaster Nancy. Last but not the least, I'd like to invite a grammarian for this today morning, Toastmaster Shubham, to share his grammarian report. Over to you,
Thank you,
Toastmaster.
Toastmaster Anshuman. So, like the first speaker, Gaurav, he used the word of the day. That was good. And for Vinny, I like the term when he actually compared the book and he said that book became my Netflix for next 7 days. Actually, that was a very good line in the comparison he did with the modern tool that we uses now and all of the people uses. They were not like much improper usage of the grammar, but there's one thing that I would like to actually point out for you Toastmaster and Schumann, when you use count to actually set the line, like mother is someone who take care of one, two, or three individuals. You could have used something like taking care of all her children for lifetime. With like you can use some general term instead of something which is actually not limited. So yeah, that was the overall grammar evaluation. Thanks. Over to you, Toastmaster. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, Toastmaster Shubham, for that crisp report. Now it's going to be an interesting monologue from my end, starting with the table topic evaluation. We had, first of all, to comment Toastmaster Aaron, quite interesting topics in themselves. The topics themselves could have been a table topic. So thank you for such engaging topics. Starting with Toastmaster Ashish. Toastmaster Ashish was quite eloquent in his table topic speech. He had a nice flow and rhythm to his speech, great elegance, and how he narrated the facts related topic were meant to state how well he understood the topic itself. I'll challenge Tosma Ashish next time to experiment with vocal variety, that varying his voice, his speech, and tonality can add more power to his speeches. For me today, I think the rhythm that you have is like a corporate speech right now. You can alter it as per the topic given to you. Coming to soon to be Toastmaster Bhavani, soon to be Toastmaster Bhavani, quite a passionate table topic. You continued way beyond the allocated time, which means that you are really into the topic. You felt great about the topic, and since you're new to Toastmaster, any new Toastmaster usually maxes out at say 20 seconds and 30 seconds in his first or second attempt. So you're going much beyond the allocated time. Just uh, share like states how comfortable you are with the state. So quite great energy, good comfort. Um, what I like to challenge you for the next time is to start bit by bit, making your accent a bit neutral. You have a hint of uh, non-neutral accent as of now. By making your neutralizing your accent, you can make your speech more powerful. So that can be done through looking at YouTube videos, practicing, just listening to your recording again and seeing if it's matching, especially a native speaker. Overall, quite passionate, quite comfortable, great speech, Toastmaster Bhavani. I'm going to soon to be Toastmaster Dhirendra. Soon to be Toastmaster Dhirendra. Again, I think your comfort with the camera is quite visible. You were quite elegant in how you shared the speech itself and talked about the topic. Quite good eye contact with the camera and hand gestures. Where you can challenge yourself is to use stories and anecdotes in your speeches. Stories are the ones which land through, communicate, reach to the heart, and last forever. And that stands true for all of us. The ones who did not use any anecdotes and stories in a table topic, I challenge us all to use even a minor, a little story, which can help land the message. That's the only feedback that I have. Rest, great start to your Toastmaster journey. Coming to Toastmaster Nancy, Toastmaster Nancy, you have your own you have your own warmth and comfort you have with the stage and the camera. You're quite comfortable, relaxed while you speak, and you did quote a lot of instances of motherhood, and which I believe from first-hand experience came from your heart, of how you'll also go all out for your kid to get the best resources possible. So that definitely shown through, and that reflects that when one is passionate about a speech, how the tonality and the passion also changes. So that's why stories and anecdotes and personally relatable speeches are so important. What I will challenge you is to work on your pacing and pausing, that your flow and rhythm breaks a bit in the middle. So what can be done is, again, like as I shared, going to just YouTube, just copying, say, a world champion speaker, world champion Toastmaster speaker, what he or she is saying, and then repeating it itself may bring 50% improvement. So we just see that person, record ourselves, see that person, record ourselves. We get habitual of speaking like a native speaker. So that's one activity that can be done for pacing and pausing. Rest, overall comfort with the camera, passion, rhythm came out well in your table topic speech. I think Toastmaster, soon to be Toastmaster Shubham has dropped off. Toastmaster Shubham, I think um quite good volume to his speech, good pacing. Um, what I'll challenge Toastmaster Shubham is to keep the camera level at the eye level and be centered. It was at a tilted angle, and his pitch was also on the higher side. We can work on the pitch being more neutral or varied to bring good vocal writer speech. Toastmaster Gaurav, Toastmaster Gaurav, quite a simple, straightforward, direct, rhythmic speech table topic that you gave. What I challenge you is to work on your vocal variety, bringing different elements of pacing, pausing, high, low volume, coming close to the camera, going far from the camera to bring great power to your speech. Last but not the least, Toastmaster Ved. Toastmaster Ved, I think you join in, then break off, then join in, then break off. Makes at times your speech a bit rusty, What's good about your speech, as always, is that you have that gravity and authority that you bring to any of the speeches that you give. I challenge you to be consistent and bring a lot more power and pacing and rhythm to your speeches. Coming to the meeting overall, the meeting started on time, but some role players on Saturday morning were waking up in their own sweet time. So we had to ring a few of them, call them. But did start at least at 10:35, which is 5 minutes late. But I encourage all of us, at least for online meeting, to join by 10:20 or 10:25, which Toastmaster Vidhu, as the leader of the meeting today, did ensure that she joined much before all of us. So that is the precedence all of us have to set in, that we join 10 minutes before the meeting and not after Toastmaster Aryan calls all of us to join the meeting. So that's number one. Um, in terms of rhythm of the meeting, Sergeant at Arms, presiding officer gave their speeches well. What a presiding officer could have done differently is invited Toastmaster Ashish and Toastmaster Gaurav to give their keynote speeches, which we'll be sharing at the end. Because Toastmaster Ashish also has a message to share on adding more members to our club through different campaigns that are going on. That's important. So, any district officer has to be invited on the stage. Next, we have the speeches. The Toastmaster Day, the star of the show, Toastmaster Vidhu, she took it upon herself to ensure that the meeting has a beautiful theme which connects to the heart of all of us. And one thing I notice about Toastmaster Vidhu, first of all, whenever she joins, she comes well prepared, which may not be said for all of us. Maybe it's her professional background, or she never, like I've observed, she never wings it as some of us at times do. Uh, so this time also she was well prepared with, especially the transitions. That whenever she was inviting a speaker or a general evaluator or table topic master, she was connecting that to the theme, and that is how an ideal general evaluation speech should be written. And a lot of stories, anecdotes about from her personal life, which kept it all relatable. So great work, Toastmaster Vidhu. Um, the speeches were quite well delivered. The evaluators, both the evaluators followed the CRC approach, commendation, recommendation, and commendation, the sandwich approach. You say, give a good feedback, then give the challenge where person should improve, then good feedback. That is how any feedback should be sandwiched. So that was demonstrated well by both the evaluators. Table Dog Master, as I already shared, fantastic themes, fantastic topics linked to the theme, and which brightened our bright beginning Toastmaster meeting this morning. And last but not the least, the tag team was quite diligent. Toastmaster Ashish, I'm assuming you're constrained being in the division conference and being part of this meeting. So thank you for double hatting, triple hatting rather, as an area director also, being taking the responsibility and joining the meeting today.
Thank you.
And thanks to Toastmaster Gaurav also, who kept his video on attending the entire meeting. I know his schedule that apparently he has to send 100 messages every day, every second. Apparently, he was messaging, I think, the district group. So, uh, like district officer joining and attending the meeting, entire meeting. So, we are so lucky and honored to have the district director as part of our club and our meeting. So, good to see you and hear your inspiring speech. Thanks a lot, everyone. And yes, our counter timer grammarian, thorough reports, pretty sincere, well prepared. I look forward to that continuing in the future. And now is the time for polls. Let's see who will be bagging the rights to call themselves the victor of today's role players. Starting with best role player, we have the Toastmaster, Toastmaster Vidhu, General Evaluator Toastmaster Anshuman, and Table Talk Master Toastmaster Aryan. The tag role player, Timer Toastmaster Ashish, our counter Toastmaster Nancy, Himarian Toastmaster Shubham. Table topic speakers, almost all of us. Evaluators, Toastmaster Aryan, Toastmaster Ved, and best speaker, Toastmaster Gaurav, Toastmaster Vineet. I request us all to vote for our respective role players, which we felt were great today. Toastmaster Aryan, I've removed your co-host, right? So if you want to vote for yourself, you can, or not. I don't know if you're able to see the polls. All right, we have 9 voters. Request us all to take 5 seconds to vote for all the roles.
I'm not able to see your name in table topic, Anshuman.
Okay. Oh, that's fine. Mine may not being there is fine, but if anyone else. Quite a close battle across the board.
I'm not finding the option. I joined through phone and I didn't get the pop-up.
Yeah, I've also joined through phone, but I'm not getting the option.
Okay. Is there a poll option somewhere down the app if you're
No.
It's showing polling in progress, but when I'm clicking it, I can't see
okay.
it.
Is
Maybe
it
I'll just ping
Yeah,
the names
like
to you,
yeah,
Anshuman.
yeah, Vineet and Vidhu. Like whatever, like if you like whatever roles you want to nominate for, you can ping me directly. So Toastmaster Day, Toastmaster Vidhu, G, Toastmaster Anshuman, Table Dog Master, Toastmaster Aryan for the best role player, Tag role player timer, Toastmaster Ashish, account to Toastmaster Nancy, Grammarian Toastmaster Shubham, Table topic speaker almost all of us, evaluator Toastmaster Aryan, Toastmaster Ved, best speaker Toastmaster Gaurav and Toastmaster Vineet.
Vineet, are you able to vote now? Vidhu?
Yeah,
No,
I have
I'm just
messaged Anshuman.
messaging.
All right, we have all the results now, and I'll
Okay.
message them to you, Toastmaster Aryan, to declare at the end. For now, handing over the stage back to you to take forward the proceedings. Sorry, handing over to Toastmaster Day, Toastmaster Vidhu to take forward the proceedings.
Thank you, Toastmaster Anshuman. A toast to all the moms. So, whether you are a mom, have a mom, know a mom, or have been traumatized by a mom glare, or maybe a mom slipper flying across the room and perfectly aiming on you, I want to tell you that you are the apple of your mother's eye. And mothers can sometimes be messy and chaotic, but is always full, but is always full of love and a nurturing spirit. Let me now hand it over to our presiding officer, Toastmaster Aryan. But remember, you can never understand your mother until you become one, or until your Wi Fi stops working and you start panicking. And when she walks in and just restart the router. Over to you, Toastmaster Aryan.
Thank you, Toastmaster Vidhu. And today is a special meeting because we have gone from usually having 0 district officers in our meetings to having 2 all at once. We have Toastmaster Ashish, who is our area director. We have district director Toastmaster Gaurav here as well. So first, I'd like to hand it over actually to Toastmaster Gaurav to if he has any feedback about the meeting, any thoughts, any words that he would like to give. Over to you, Toastmaster Gaurav.
Thank you, Toastmaster Aaron, for calling me. Yeah, it was a wonderful meeting, and I enjoyed this meeting. And only thing I request to each and every member that please attend this meeting. Don't miss this meeting, and please attend on the time. And you will get so many things for learning. And it's not a club or it's just like a family. We all are here to support, and we will guide you. We will support you as much as possible. then feel just like as a family. And if you have any feedback or if you want to share anything, then you can connect with Toastmaster Aryan, Toastmaster Ansuman, Toastmaster Vidu, and Toastmaster Vinod. They all are here for your support. Then don't miss these meetings. Please attend every week, and we all are here for your support. Yeah, that's all from my side. Over to you, Aryan.
Thank you, Toastmaster Gaurav. And we also have our beloved Toastmaster Ashish here, who will be, I guess, addressing the club now. Do you have any words for the club, Toastmaster Ashish?
Thank you, Toastmaster Aryan, for giving me this opportunity. Actually, I was hoping to come over to the club. Maybe in the next hybrid meeting, definitely I'll join you so that we can have a face-to-face discussion as well. And just a few important announcements which are there. I think most of us know about the I Inspire Award, which has been launched by the district, which calls in for if you want to sponsor anybody, if you want to introduce somebody to the Toastmaster and bring them to the club, introduce them to the club so that they can also be benefited from the Toastmaster fraternity. And if you sponsor, there are small uh, gifts which you can get. If you sponsor one member, there'll be a tote bag. If you sponsor three members, you have a SS Toastmasters bottle. And if you sponsor five of them, definitely there is a laptop bag. And with seven of them, there is a hoodie which is available for all the members of the club. Over and above, if we add five members, there is a award for the club as well. Five members, we have a timer cards or the certificates which can be used by the club. And if we add 10 members, every EC member gets a badge sponsored from the district. Over and above this, I think we need to ensure that in next 2 weeks, we have to have a MOT in place. MOT is a moment of truth, wherein each member are given an opportunity to share their views, what they feel good, what they feel bad, and something which we can improve in the next set of meetings, which are for the next 6 months. And we do it every 6 months, or rather twice a year. So we want to have a MOT session wherein at least 60 to 70% of the strength of the club should be available. And we will prefer it to be a hybrid or rather a physical if possible. Otherwise, else we'll go with the online mode as well. And post that, within next 2 weeks, post MOT, we should be coming up with the action plan, which are from the uh, summary of the MOT, like what will be our club success plan? What do we think that how we should proceed for the next 6 months or the next 1 year as a target goal for setting for our club? So that is the career club success plan. So club success plan has like the number of people we think that these should be uh, changing their levels, like X number of level ones, X number of level twos, and we plan for a TLI. We have a TLI on 2nd of August. We expect that all the 7 members of the EC committee enroll for that TLI. What's the advantage of that 7 members? 4 is a mandatory for getting a DSP goal, but for 7, for sure, if you want a Hall of Fame or a Golden Gavel, all 7 have to be trained in both the cycles. So please ensure that I don't see anybody in the TLI which is getting conducted today, but definitely for the next TLI which is getting conducted on 2nd of August, which is next Saturday, please register yourself or nominate somebody who is your associate for that particular role. So there are 7 roles: president, secretary, VP head, VP membership, VP PR, treasurer, and SA. So we have to ensure that somebody or the other, first first priority is for the member who is doing that particular role should be trained. If in case he's not able to attend by any chance, we already had 2 meetings. We'll try. I'm not sure about the online training, which might also happen, but we should try and attend this uh, physical meeting, which is going to be on 2nd of August in Bethel, India. So for that, all the 7 positions training should be ensured. So that's update from my side. Over to you, Toastmaster Aryan.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ashish. Now, I have a small little exercise for all of us before we move on to the results of the poll. Now, one thing I have learned from many months as being a Toastmaster is that Toastmasters has very many small practices that most people are less aware about. So let me tell you about one small practice that you might not know about. So the word of the day, whenever the word of the day is said, it is a general practice that you're supposed to give a thumbs up to the speaker. So let's now have a small practice. I'll say the word of the day, and everybody has to put their thumbs up. And by the way, even the people who are not on camera, I can see you. Your thumbs better be up. And I will say the word of the day. You have to put your thumb up. Ready? We are here to nurture the Bright Beginning Toastmasters Club. Toastmaster Anshuman is the apple of my eye. Nurture. Toastmaster Ashish is here to nurture the club to do much better. Yes, very good. Uh, Next time, whenever the word of the day is said, everybody's thumbs better be up. I know because I have had many things happen where I did not know a small practice about Toastmasters and it's weird. So I gave my icebreaker speech and I got a standing ovation. Okay. I was very impressed. This is how I learned about icebreakers are mandatorily supposed to have a standing ovation. So we went to this Toastmasters conference. I met all these people from different clubs and I was bragging to them. Did you know when I gave my icebreaker, I got a standing ovation? Everybody gets a standing ovation. Toastmaster Anthony did not tell me that. I'm still mad at you for that. Anyway, thank you so much, everybody, for joining the meeting. Let's go on to the polls now. Who's ready for the results?
Me.
Ready? Toastmaster Anshuman. Best role player. Any guesses? There's Toastmaster Anshuman, there's Toastmaster Vidu, there's me as table topic master. Drum.
Vidu.
Vidu, okay. Drum roll, please.
Aryan.
Okay. Best role player goes to our energetic Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Vidu. Great work, Toastmaster Vidu. Next, we have the tag team. We had Toastmaster Ashish as timer, we had Toastmaster Nancy as our counter, we had Toastmaster Shubham as the grammarian. Who did you think will win? Any guesses?
Nancy.
Nancy, okay. And the best tag team role player goes to Toastmaster Nancy. Next, we have the best speaker award between Toastmaster Vinny, Toastmaster Gaurav. Toastmaster Gaurav, what is your guess?
Vineet.
The best speaker award goes to Toastmaster Vineet. And last but not least, we have the best evaluator.
Table topic speak.
Oh yeah, we have the table topic speaker also, but first let's go for evaluator. For best evaluator, we have Toastmaster Aryan. Even though I think Toastmaster Ved was better, but thank you very much.
Boo, boo.
And next we have the best table topic speaker. Any guesses, Toastmaster Anshuman?
Bhavani. Bhavani.
Okay. Even I voted for to be Toastmaster Bhavani. For best table topic speaker, we have Toastmaster Gaurav. I think that's it for the polls. Thank you all for joining meeting number 263 of